Well, tonight we're learning more about the communication between city leaders in Levelland and the Penny Newman Grain Company. KCBD News Channel 11's Brittany Crittenden has been following the beetle infestation in a Levelland neighborhood and the city's proposed ordinance to keep them from coming back since August.
She joins us in the studio now with the steps Penny Newman has taken to keep this ordinance from going into effect as is. Brittany.
Well, Karen and Abner, the proposed ordinance that would regulate agricultural commodities was tabled in a November council meeting. Penny Newman has written a letter and even hosted Levelland city leaders in California to make sure changes are made.
I went ahead and took the liberty of printing out a letter that was previously sent.
4 days before David Rice, a Penny Newman employee, handed Levelland City Council members this letter, the company sent it to City Manager James Fisher. After I filed an information request, we're getting a closer look at its contents.
We made a big investment in this community.
The letter explains Penny Newman came to Levelland because of its rail availability and its central location in the cotton growing and ginning region. It began importing almond hulls to ship to local farmers for livestock feed due to the drought and lack of local feed ingredients. The letter details what Penny Newman claims has been its economic impact in Levelland, like offering feed ingredients that aren't typically available in Texas, boosting revenue by utilizing local businesses, and offering jobs.
We want to be a good neighbor. We've operated here for a lot of years without any problems.
It also outlines the company's issues with the proposed ordinance. It argues there's no definition for infestation mitigation and that companies should be able to implement their own treatment methods depending on specific products and pests. Employee Curtis McGill spoke about this in the November meeting.
If it takes away our ability to treat other pests in the appropriate way, I think it could have an adverse and unintended effect on other pests in the future.
It also questions the city's proposed use of pheromone traps, citing they could draw insects to the commodities.
There's a lot, I think, that needs to be looked at. We're asking that we look at it holistically.
Along with providing comments in council and writing the letter, Penny Newman invited Levelland leaders to a meeting in California. These texts and emails detail the invitation sent in October and the trip agenda for November 13th and 14th after the ordinance was tabled. It indicates Fisher and Levelland Economic Development Corporation Director Justin Balderas flew to the Penny Newman facility in Fresno for a tour and a meeting. As Fisher said in the town hall we covered last month, he's glad Penny Newman, the city, and residents are all working together to discuss a path forward. He says it's all part of the process to writing an ordinance that protects citizens and businesses. The city is working to get something in place before the spring when warmer temperatures return. Karen and Abner.
Thank you, Brittany.